What would we say? This person would contribute too much to our university,
Or no,
going
just
through
the
the world
average income, yeah.
Broadly. Um, uh, so, part of what I said is that we're doing what we can to be the best exemplar, the best university there could be. We want, so you are investing time and energy and kind of betting the future of your life a bit on us.
Oh yeah.
Because we're the ramp to your future. And so if you ask me, could that be too good a ramp for you? And I'd say, not that I can imagine. We'd want that to be the best ramp for you to be able to move forward possible and for everyone here.
Right, but I think what many students are concerned about throughout the Columbus or Ohio area is I'm not going to be able to get into Ohio State this first year because it is so difficult now.
Yes.
Or because the standards are too high. Is there a certain standard that, it reached its peak and, Ohio State can no longer continue its trend of increasing the average ACT score?
Yeah, so just flow. So the concept there would be that we were just really, really wonderful, even more wonderful, and somebody would apply, your younger sister, if there is one, and she had a perfect record, and we'd say, oh, that's just too good. You're perfect. We just, so I don't know that we'd ever get to a point where we would say you are too talented, too earnest, too innovative, too thoughtful, too creative a person for us. So we would never say that. At least I'm not going to say that. So that means that as the value of an Ohio State University education is seen as we're seen as a greater and greater value to more and more people, though, and I'm not going to be silly. That means that there will be more and more people applying for our naturally limited number of spots. So great, this is my 13th year, and it's like this all the time. We were doing the hospital until 2014, a huge construction project there, and we were doing the dorms. $340 to $50 million project. At my prior campus, we had roughly $1 billion run rate of construction underway every year. We added nearly 5 million square feet in 9 years. And so big physical plants like ours continually need renewal and modification. The overwhelming majority of the space is not under construction. There's some places in Central Campus and on 15th and High that are under construction actively now. They'll be done soon, and they'll be better than they were, and that's great. And so I would just say, we want it to, I'd love it that, I'd love it that all of it were done before now and paid for and finished. But it's a continual process of being the best in the world that we're always changing. We think, and I had a meeting on this today earlier, we think about the impact it has on people and on traffic patterns and everything else, and we spend hours and hours doing everything we can. We worry about that because we care about it, and we do everything we can to mitigate it, and we know that we're all inconvenienced in a variety of ways during construction, and it's a part of creating the university of the future, and I think that we're always going to be that way. So when I drive down streets that are closed, I say, my goodness, who's doing this? And I say, oh, maybe I am, So I've been a proponent of and supporter of the First Amendment very actively. And as a university president, if I can use that category of people, you get a chance to deal with it in real terms. So my prior job as a chancellor, we had lawsuits and newspapers and all kinds of things continually over years, federal suits. And so I had a chance to spend a lot of time thinking about it, and talking with people and reading about it. And then I teach a course now, and the course is in civil rights, the Supreme Court, and the music of the civil rights era. I've been teaching it now for 9 years, I think 9 years. And my co-teacher has always been the dean of the College of Law, so I do it with Alan Michaels now. So we get I have a lot of opportunity to talk about these things. I did it before with the dean of the College of Law where I was before, who was also the most quoted, most cited constitutional law professor in the country for many years, still a number 1 or 2 or 3 and most cited constitutional law professors in the country. So I've had many, many, many hours of time thinking about and looking at this. What I'd say is that it's worked really well.
Things on the windows.
No, I think actually this is just it's a content neutral policy that's consistent with what we do at Gateway already and other universities do. And I think this kind of came up through the discussions that Student Life has about the general behavior in the dorms and things. And I think that just flowed as a normal part of that. Every year the handbook is modified in one way or another. This was making us consistent with policies that we have in other parts of campus already that work well, and with other universities that are we're similar to, and we think it's us.